Happy New Year. It is January 1st, and I decided that this deck walkthrough, and I think I'm going to need a little bit more light because it's light. It's a little gloomy outside. So I'm going to try to, that might be too much light. I might need to turn on my bigger light. Yeah, I'm going to turn on my bigger light. Okay. All right. So I decided to kick off the new year with my plant decks. Plant and herb decks, I'll say that. And I had a good bit. So I'm going to first start off, and I'm all excited. I didn't even say the name, but this is the Herbal Astrology Oracle. This is by Adriana Ayales. Artwork is by Josephine Clerks. Beautiful deck. Look, it says you are the medicine. I am one for plants and herbs. So plants, herbs, crystals, all that good such and such. One day I'll share my foyer of plants that I have downstairs, but I have a good bit of plant decks, herb decks. I'll just say, yeah, plant and herb oracle decks. I also have crystal oracle decks that I'll be going through as well. So I wanted to kick off the new year with me starting in that direction. So throughout a few of these walkthroughs, you're going to see me exploring through a good bit of my, all of my quote unquote medicine or natural healing decks. The first one is going to be Herbal Astrology Oracle. This, I love this book, y'all. I really do. The guidebook. For one, I use a lot of herbs in my healing work, a lot of my candle work, and all of that. So this really helps a lot. So not only do I use this book as far as the reading with the cards, I use them to know which herbs to use based on the situation, at that time. So yeah. So this is a 55 card oracle deck and guidebook. Not only is this a guidebook, you can also learn a lot about herbs through this, if that's something that you are interested in. Okay, so it's a really neutral color deck, beautiful color deck, and easy shuffle. As you know, I do not shuffle the way most do. I shuffle just one particular way, this way. Oh. And you may see me do something of this nature. Okay. So I hope you guys did your cinnamon for the first of the month. Wrote down your gratitude list for getting through 2022, as well as wrote down your list for 2023. But also don't forget to do a short-term list, because nothing wrong with a long-term, but also short-term lists are good too. Keeps us engaged, and also when we see that we've accomplished, it keeps us moving, gives us that extra oomph, so we don't get I don't want to say bored, but disinterested, I guess. So Rosemary is the card I'm gonna start with. Matter of fact, that's card number 3, so that might be somebody's number. I'm not doing a reading, this is just a walkthrough, but if I get something, I get something. 3 is actually one of my numbers. I actually have rosemary in a small dish on my living room table. Rosemary is good for home protection. So, but on this card it says ancient memory, but it also is good for home protection. And what's next? The number 4, rue, which is good for protection. All right, we got lion's mane. Some of this stuff, I don't know how easy it is to come by. A lot of it you may have in your cabinet and use every day if you cook, bake, So yeah, cook. I don't know how to say that, but I believe it's the bean for chocolate. Intuition, okay. Yarrow, which means harmony. Cocoa. See, now I really don't know because I really have to look those two up because they're like a letter off. Foresight. I know you've heard of ginseng. Mugwort. Psychic healing. I use this. I have this tea, mugwort tea, as well as mugwort incense. But this is cinnamon for the first of the month. But I do have that. I also have ashwagandha. Nettle. Palo Santo. Valerian. Sage. Dandelion. Angel's trumpet. And also on the card there is some symbols that I'm just noticing to be exact. For each card, like some of them have crystals, and then they also have like the masculine or feminine symbol. Sorry. This is motherwort, which is a good herb to use. I use a good bit for strength. Horsetail. I don't know how to say it, but I want to say Jurgon Sasha. Hibiscus. Lemon balm is a good one as well. I also use oils as well. So if you don't use herbs, you can find a good bit of oils that coordinate with the herb as well. I don't know what that is. Tobacco offering. Passion flower. I also have a book called Spiritual Herbalism by Karen Rose. It's a good book as well. So that's another one that I use as well. I have a good bit, but that one is definitely a good book by Melanated Sister, and I love the details she goes into. She offers different recipes like for teas or medicines, with different herbs, and she breaks up, she lets you know what chakra each herb belongs to, or how that part of the body and that chakra that's related to that part of the body is affected and how it can be healed. So that is definitely a good book. If you wanted to take a look, see if I can show you really quick. Yeah, it's really good, sis. Good book to have. And I go back and forth to that book, so it's not one of those you read it, and that's it. It's one of those you'll continuously use it. It's like a guide. It's good to read, but it's also a guide that you will continue to go through. So, but yeah, so if you look, these are beautiful cards, nice card stock, very neutral. I don't like to say plain because they're not plain at all. They do what they're supposed to do. I believe that all of this, even down to the color and everything, is very beneficial to what the cards are used for. Herbal Astrology Oracle. So as you know, there's the astrology here, which I have not studied those symbols in depth, but earlier when I was saying there's symbols in the cards, there's like astrology symbols at the top of the cards. So great deck to take a look into if you're into the herb oracle, not oracle, herb, tree, plant, all that. They have tree decks. I don't have any of those, but I have seen them. And they also have a few plant decks and flower decks, which I do have a few of those, and I'll be sharing. But for the most part, this is by Miss Adriana Ayales, and I believe I ordered this off of Amazon. But as I always say, definitely check out Book Depository and Magic.com as well for good pricing, you know, comparing the pricing. Now, if it's a more independent deck, then of course, you have to order from that website or Etsy. But I believe this was on Amazon. So, yeah. Thank you again for sitting with me here. And until next time, Happy New Year again, and have a great one.